Hello! Today I'm going to share with you guys some stretches that I do that help me to do less painful back bends. And so the approach that I use to do this is I try to lengthen and stretch out from my hips up my spine, and I use, like I said, when I stretch I use lots of props to make the stretches less painful for me. So today I'm going to share with you the stretches that are most helpful in having less painful back bends, okay? And then I'm going to show you guys how I do a back bend that is easy to do for me, okay, using props. Okay, so the first stretch I do is a low lunge, okay, and like I showed in the last video, I put my knee on these pillows and I use these chairs to support myself, and I use the yoga block and the half foam roller to just sit comfortably in the low lunge for 2 minutes on either side. And if I've got time, I'll do 3 sets of these, okay, on each leg. Now, because I've got a knee injury on my left leg, to do a low lunge sitting like this is a bit uncomfortable, so I do like stretch the knee out a bit more, but that still provides a really good stretch in here, okay? And like I said, it's really easy sitting this for 2 minutes. And then I do the other side. And the reason why this is such an excellent stretch for improving, making back bends easier, is because it stretches out the iliopsoas muscle, which attach from your lumbar spine to the top of your legs, okay? So it really improves the flexibility in my lumbar spine, and it is one of the most important stretches I do of all the stretches I do on a daily basis. Okay, I'll show you the next one. The next stretch I like to do before I get into a back bend is this side stretch. I showed you guys this in the last video, but for completeness I'll show you here again, where I have a seat belt hanging from a railing up there, and I tie a little hole in the end of the seat belt, and then I use a towel to cushion my hand. I put my hand through that there, and then I lay down on this mat and I push my dog out of the way and I use this spiky dome to sit my bum on that and make it more comfortable, and I put my legs at the other end on a box and I sit in this stretch. If I have time, I'll sit in this stretch for 2 minutes on either side 3 times, and if I don't have time, I just, might sit in this for 1 set of 2 minutes on either side. And see how this stretches from your hips up your rib cage and your spine, and it's just really, really good, and it helps make the back bend less painful. Okay, now do the other side. Okay. So I showed you guys this one last time, but for completeness I'm going to show you this again, because this is one of the ones that do help with my back bending, and where I got these 2 seat belts hanging around the post, and I put my hands in the little holes that I've made, and then I climb up on the railing. So this helps decompress, is really super good for decompressing the upper thoracic vertebrae and rib cage. Like this, when I sit in this stretch, okay? It's so good for stretching out the upper thoracic vertebrae and decompressing up there. Okay, so because back bends aren't just about the lumbar spine, it's about bending the whole spine. Okay, so I'll show you the next one. The next stretch I like to do to help with my back bending is this stretch that I'm going to show you. On this end I have some milk crates up against the wall to shorten the distance between this end and this end, and a box, and I use this half foam roller that I've sliced the edge off so it leans up against the wall more easily, and I'll just show you how I use this setup. And so what I do is I push my dog out of the way and then I put my feet on this end up against the box, and I use the flat bit of that foam roller up against the wall, and I put my arm like this up against that wall, and I push with my feet like this. And then I do the other side. And the thing I like about that stretch is that it really stretches in the upper rib cage area and thoracic vertebrae in a different direction to the stretch that I just previously showed you, and that for me is a really, really excellent stretch to help with back bending. Okay, I'll show you the next one. The next stretch I like to do to help me with my back bending is where I've got a box and this long box up against this end of the wall, and I've got in the milk crates on this end I've got that pillow there, and this helps me do like this pose, okay? And so I put my chest against the pillow, it makes it more comfortable, and I can hold my body up with my arms like this, and I can spread my legs out like this, and these boxes on that end just help me not slide that way, so I can have a sharper bend in my lumbar spine while I'm holding this position, and using my arms to lift my body up can decompress the lumbar spine while I'm in this position. And I can also grab the tops of the milk crates and lift myself up and play in this position for, I like to do 3 sets of 2 minutes in this position, okay? And if I don't feel like using my arms in this position or this position, I can just sit here very comfortably for 2 minutes like this, and see, I can make the back bend even, the lumbar spine back bend even tighter by just bringing my feet together a little bit, you see, like this. And it's quite comfortable because, like I said, having the boxes at the other end, my body doesn't slide down. Okay. Now I come out here again, and this is more of a back bend where I get this belt and I wrap it around my legs like this, and I do it up so my legs are quite held together like this. And I'm doing this quite cold. My muscles are not, I've been doing a lot of stretching today, so I might not be able to get very far in this today, but I just want to show you how I do it. So then what I do is I lean back like this, and I grab this railing behind me. And the thing I love about doing this back bend is that I can hold on to the railing to stretch my body out this way, like this. And I can also then, as I improve my flexibility during the stretch, I can crawl down the railing more and move my knees back and forward as I like to play with different angles on the back bending. So, like this, and like this. Like that, and I can hold those and play with them and play in them for, you know, a minute or two, you see, like that. And it's really good, this stretch, because when I put my arms back like this, it really stretches my upper chest area and my sternum as well as all of my abdominal area. It's really, really good. I really like that stretch for my back bending. Okay. And finally, after I've done all those stretches, it's much easier for me to do these back bends. And the way I like to do these back bends is I've got the boxes on this end, okay, up against the crates, and on this end I have a bit of mat leaning up against the wall, so that the idea with this is that I can hold myself, or the boxes and the wall hold me much more easily than I could hold myself, so again I'm not slipping, okay, and I can really concentrate on the stretch. So I'm going to just put my feet on this end, I'm going to put my arms against this end like this, and I can go up easily like this, and then I can straighten myself out like this. And do whatever I want to do in this back bend. Just play around like this. Like that. So that's it. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.